What is happening, vinyl community? Welcome back to Hayes Vinyl Review. I've been off the grid for a while. You guys have kind of kept me in check because I have been looking at some of the comments here recently and realized that I hadn't posted anything in several months now, and that's disappointing. But let me explain to you a little bit of why I haven't been posting. So it's been a really busy season in my life and in my wife's life. We are currently starting a nonprofit to essentially provide transitional housing for women coming out of different forms of addiction, to try and provide temporary housing and legal consultation, financial consultation, things like that. On top of that, I was in the last stages of my master's program, a master's in education. So I finished that, I've graduated, I'm just waiting on the diploma now. So life is good, God is good, but that's just a little bit of a synopsis of where I've been. But I definitely wanted to make a new video and reach out to you guys. Thank you all so much, the people who have been watching my channel. I really, really appreciate it, even though I haven't been putting up new content. It's just nice to have a community of people that just appreciate what is being put out there. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for liking and for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I wanted to get back on here to kind of give you some updates in my vinyl collection and the vinyl catalog, just to show you some things that I've picked up along the way. Not a whole lot to report, but just some interesting things and some of my most recent finds. So without further ado, let's start here with, I was finally able to pick up a copy of the Memphis Record, 1969 in review. These are probably my absolute favorite Elvis sessions, the 1969 sessions where you've got Suspicious Minds, Kentucky Rain, In the Ghetto, Don't Cry Daddy, all those huge hits. I believe, if my history is right on this album, that this was the first album that was new digital remastering completed. And I think it was a part of a series that they did with 4 different albums that had the #1 hits, the... I've got the other ones here. Oh my goodness, what is it called? The top 10 hits, the double LP, and then the Sun Sessions, which that one I don't have of the 4. But guys, this one, the sound of this, the mixes on these are just completely different than any of the stuff that you could actually download on iTunes today or Spotify or really buy on CD. If you get a chance to pick up this album, it is awesome. It's a great listen. If you get a chance to even pick up the CD copy of this, it's a really good listen as well. But it's kind of, they've got the whole newspaper theme going with it to where you flip it upside down. It's got the track listing. So it has most of the songs from these sessions. I noticed that it doesn't have, there's one of them that it doesn't have, I can't remember. Anyways, you can check this out. Love this album. That's one of the first ones that I picked up here recently. Really cheap, like $5-6. I was able to pick up the next line in the 1969 series, the August 26, 1969 show. This is not the Graceland edition, that is the colored vinyl. This is the plain black vinyl. It was on sale and I had a gift card and I was able to pick it up, so it does have the digital download card with it. These 1969 shows are just incredible. I mean, Elvis is in pure form. He's in a mood unlike any other time in his shows. He's actually really giddy. You can tell with how he laughs a lot, especially with the, this one has the Are You Lonesome Tonight laughing version on it. It also has Rubberneckin', which he does actually a do-over take with it, which is really neat to hear. This is The Story is on this album, which I know there's some people out there that don't like that song. I really do like that song. Yes, it's kind of cheesy and kind of corny, but any of those kind of like power songs like that, I love. So got this, not pulling on the string just because I love these hype stickers with the pink and yellow. They're awesome. Next, I was able to pick up really cheap on eBay is a 2012 copy, the Legacy Edition copy of As Recorded Live at Madison Square Garden. 2 LP, I believe it's 180 gram or more, because this is pretty dense. One thing about this, and I'd love anybody's opinion who has this out there and knows about this, but this album, this release, is not the Prince from Another Planet mastering. It's actually, from what I've read, it's the Madison Square Garden recording, the June 10th performance. Yeah, the June 10th Saturday evening performance. But put on, which I think it should have been, put on a double LP from the start. at the correct speed with the original mastering. When I played this, I didn't expect to hear a lot of different sound. It's a big difference, guys. It's not the quality of Prince of Another Planet, I don't think, because I think the mastering of that is really well done. This one, you immediately notice there's a big punch in the bass. Really big hit, especially with the drum roll of That's Alright Mama. You know, that doo, 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 doo. You really feel that. It's also a little bit brighter, but it still has that kind of muffled sound of the original 1972 release. But if you get a chance to pick this up, this is great. I got this for $5 on eBay. Just one of those, you know, was there and saw it. So excited about this one. This is actually not an Elvis release, but I was excited about this one. This is Stevie Nicks' The Wild Heart, and it's a Japanese pressing with the OBI still on it. So it's in near mint condition. It almost looks like it's never been played. It's beautiful. It's got one of my favorite songs of hers on it, If Anyone Falls in Love. It's got Stand Back, I Will Run to You with Tom Petty. Really good album. I like hers. I still want, I don't have her Belladonna album, and I do want that one. So next that I've got here, these are actually really interesting because just some things that I've stumbled across. One of these was actually a gift from my friend. He was at a garage sale and saw this, and he's like, I wonder if that's a real autograph. So it's the J.D. Sumner and the Stamps present Memories of Our Friend Elvis. This is 1978, I think, kind of a tribute album, double LP. When you open it up, he noticed that it had these two signatures, and I'm trying to make it to where you can see these here. This one is actually Ed Enoch, and it's right under his picture there. This one is J.D. Sumner. These are not photo pressed on. These are actual signatures on the covers themselves. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I hope there's not a glare on this. I really hope there's not, and if there is, I'm sorry, guys. So there's that one. Then I found this one in a dollar bin at my local record store. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes different regions of record stores have their own like kind of genres that they favor over others, I think, and so they kind of toss out some of the ones that might be favorable to other people. And this was one of those. I can't say that this is a great album, but what was on it I thought was pretty significant. So this is in the dollar bin. It's another one where it's got JD's signature, and these are all three of these are legit signatures, more present in a bigger bold right on top of JD's body. This has got who I believe it's just signed Buck, so I think it's going to be Buck Buckles, part of the Stamps Quartet. And then this one is Ed Hill. This is his signature here. So another 1977 kind of tribute album that JD put out with the song Elvis Has Left the Building on it that he wrote. And so just some really cool items there. I don't think there's any value to them other than just the historical value, knowing that J.D. Sumner and two other members of the Stamps Quartet signed these. So that's kind of an update from me. So those are my most recent interesting finds. I hope you all are doing wonderful. I hope these videos bring you some sort of joy, and that you just, enjoy them, have fun with them, like to showcase other people's collections. If you guys have any questions or anything, ask that I might have in my collection, let me know. I don't have a huge extensive collection. What I enjoy most is the hunt. So trying to find something out in a record store, trying to find something on eBay that, might have significant value that you get super cheap, things like that. I've got a couple other things on order. Let me know also, I have, and I'll probably do a separate video on this actually, I have the Essential Masters box sets from the 90s, the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I have all three of those. All the discs are in near mint condition. The 60s is actually a promo copy. I'm trying, if anybody's interested out there, I would love to trade all three of those for potentially a That's the Way It Is 2014 Deluxe Edition set. I don't have that one in my collection. I'd love to have that, and I would be willing to trade those with somebody if somebody has that out there that they'd be willing to trade. So hit me up, let me know, put in the comment section below. Anyways, again, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to get more consistent with my videos, and looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you very much.